It's Henry! Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. As you guys know from previous weekend reviews, I've reviewed a few of these Bestarc welders. They're really fantastic. Honestly, there was one that I got, the 500 series. It had a combination MIG, TIG, and MMA stick welding all in one unit. Really fantastic. It also welded so well that you didn't need any gas, but it appeared like it was working with gas. Very, very strong, good power. You could use 220 volts or 110. They just sent me this dedicated MMA or stick welder with the option of lift TIG if you buy the gun separately as an option. I'm also going to be showing you a few accessories that Bestarc also sells. And we're going to open this up right now and I'll show you how it works. Because I actually have a job that I need to use this welder with. So after unboxing it, look at this. This Bestarc 200 is so small, lightweight, and mobile. Digital display with adjustment knobs and different types of settings. And as you can see, it's connected to a 220 outlet plug. Living in the United States, you have to have an adapter that takes it to 110. So now you can use it for your 110 AC. Or if you want extra power, you can go with the 220 if your house is outfitted with a 220 input. Usually for your washing machine, dryer, or stove, you'll have a 220 outlet, but I don't have one readily available here. As you can see, it also comes with the MMA or stick welding gun. You just hold an electrode like that, and you plug this in to the positive input. And here's your ground strap cable with alligator clip, and this always goes into the negative. So you just clamp this onto ground, the metal frame of whatever you're welding, and you stick an electrode onto this clip and start welding. Now I mentioned Bestarc's accessories. I've never had a pair of welding gloves. Although I mostly MIG and stick weld, you really don't need it because when you're holding this with a stick welder, you're not really touching the electrode itself. However, if you MIG welded, you could actually hold the gun with your other hand for closer, more accurate welds. Same thing with lift TIG as well. You usually grab the end of it where the tip is so that you can get very accurate welds. These welding gloves are very good quality. You can get them on the Bestarc website. Also comes with a carrying strap in case you want to take this mobile somewhere. You can strap it on, hanging around your shoulder. I'm not going to do that. And this is something that's very cool that I've always needed too. When you're welding and you want to check something, but you don't want to keep holding your gun, you have a magnetic gun holder or wand holder, and it has a very strong magnet. You can stick it anywhere where there's metal. And this is not going to fit because this is a MMA stick welder, but if you have your TIG or MIG gun, it'll fit right in here and hold it for you so that it's not touching anything on the ground. You know what I mean? Very useful to have. I always wanted one of these. The magnet is very strong. It'll stick to anything that's steel. Very strong. You can't even grip it off. So this is also available on Bestarc's website. Very cheap, like $15. So I'm going to show you what I need to weld today. is my Toro 616Z zero-turn lawnmower. I was using it the other day and I ran over a curb and I broke the frame piece on the deck. As you can see here, here's the mower deck itself. And there should be a rounded piece that goes from here to here that helps it keep structurally sound and no flexing. I had welded one here before, but because I ran into the curb, it bent it and broke off. You can see here's the blade, so it comes out to here. So I need something that's concave that'll go right around it like that. In turn, this also helps keep the bagger chute in place. Right now it's just floating there with nothing holding it. So I need to go find a metal piece that'll accommodate that area. So I went to my shed of parts and I found this. It belonged to a Honda push mower. I'm not really sure what it was for. Inner engine mounts. Anyway, if you just stretch it, be perfect. However, this is kind of thick. So perhaps I would have to cut it here and bend it outwards just so it has a lip, because I don't want to decrease the amount of area that grass comes out. So I might have to do some fabricating. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I've bent these brackets out so that there's a place for it to weld to. So I'm just gonna go nuts, drop a whole bunch of beads on there. I've got 3 electrodes. Hopefully this will be enough. We'll go ahead and plug it in. Just kidding, kidding. Okay, now we'll zoom in and we'll turn it on so you can see what the display looks like. Let's see. Yeah, there's an on and off switch in the back. And when we turn it on, fan goes on, LED display flashes. 139, that's a lot. Usually I do like 85. You know, you have to play with it, you know. Try 85 amps and then see if it's too strong or too low, if it's burning too hot, if it's burning through the metal. Depends on what size gauge steel you have, whether it's very thick or very thin. If it's very thin steel, 85 will burn right through it. So you'd have to, you know, compensate. See how you feel. Mode. Stick, which is what we're doing. Then you have the ability to use lift TIG, but you would need the lift TIG gun. So we're just going to go with stick here. Fan is showing on 110 volts. This, I don't know what it is. I'll just leave it off. I don't know what this is either. Oh, 120. 140. Oh, I see. It's a quick select. 60, you know, 90. That's about what we want. 85, right? So that's a quick settings to a designated amount, you know, if you want to do really fast. So you'll connect your electrode to the clamp, just like that. Here we're going to connect the clamp. You want it to ideally touch what you're welding as well as the frame. I weld once in a while, so I have a welding helmet. Bestarc doesn't sell any welding helmets, but you can get them cheap for like decent one for $50. So I'm just gonna tap this and get it started. We'll find out whether or not you want to hold it in place. Once you get it started, you're grounding the piece that you want to weld to the machine so you can ground it in a better position. Check that out, fellas. We're finished. I only used 2 electrodes. Look at this. This is solid, man. This ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Moves the whole deck. This is solid. I like it. Did a great job. Took a while to get it started, but you know, I didn't really clean up the surfaces. If you want a nice clean weld, you gotta clean up the surfaces. So you can see it's just a blob of stuff. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I don't claim to be an excellent welder. But we have great blobs on there, and that's all you want. You want big blobs holding the structure of the frame onto the deck. And there's a big, huge, solid 2-inch blob of steel. Like I said, it's not pretty, and I'm not even gonna get the slug out. I'm not gonna grind it either. That's on there really well. I'm pretty happy with it. I actually turned it up to 100 amps because this deck is pretty thick. So this is the Bestarc 200 9th generation. It worked fantastic. Very small and mobile, and it gets the job done in a small little package. So if you want a convenient, lightweight, mobile TIG lift and MMA stick welder, this Bestarc Arc200 9th generation welder is just for you. As you can see, small little package with a lot of punch. Got this project done in no time. Only used 2 electrodes too. If you guys would like something like this, go check out the link in the description. Go check it out. Thanks a lot for joining me on another weekend product review. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
You're subscribed.
Subscribe.
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 Subscribe. Subscribe to it.
It's me. Hi. We need you to donate $1 or $2.
Hit the subscribe button. It's free.
We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.